Fortnite OG versus new Fortnite, which is better? That's what we're gonna talk about today. It's a debate that's been going on for years, and today I'm giving my take. Now let's list why Fortnite OG is better. OG was better for just a bunch of different reasons. One of them was because it had a better and diverse loophole, and the loophole was a lot more fun and goofy. You could be using balloons to travel around while throwing stink bombs in the air. Grapplers were introduced, and that's just a goofy item in itself. Being able to fly around in quad crashers, like, what is this loophole? Like, there would always be many different things that would, like, shake up the loophole. Something that's so goofy, something that's Fortnite. You wouldn't see any other game doing something like this or adding stuff like this. And that's what made Fortnite so different back then. It was also good because of the 0 bots it had. And every person you encountered was real. So whenever you got a victory at the end of the game, you knew you actually earned it. You went up against 100 different people and you came out on top. And that just made it feel more rewarding than now when it's a mostly bot lobby with 10 real players. Fortnite OG wasn't also full of collabs like it is now. And when the collab did come out, it was once every blue moon. Fortnite OG, every season, brought something new and shook up the gameplay, and it felt like a breath of fresh air each season. Season 5, a desert biome. Season 6, a snow biome. Even the things that they brought with it, it was just like fun. It was different. It wasn't the same as last season, and it would always be something different every couple of months. Another thing that made OG so much more better were LTMs. LTMs made the game fun, like Food Fight or Air Royale or The Floor is Lava. I know they've brought back some LTMs from back then to current Fortnite, but I don't know, they need to like bring something new, something exciting like they have with Delulu. They need more stuff like that. LTMs that bring the community together and make things fun, or just make the gameplay fun and unique. One other thing that OG did a little bit better than now was that the storm was more deadly and you felt scared of it. And the reason you felt scared of it was because there was only maybe 1, 2, 3 types of white heals that you could carry or have with you to heal from storm, and it would be bandages, medkits, or campfires, maybe apples around the map, but that's about it. Nowadays the storm just feels a little tedious. It just, oh, now I need to go to the next circle. It's not really doing much. I guess you could say with storm sickness they try to fix something like that, but there's so many white heals that you could use now to escape storm that makes it feel less of something to be scared of and something to be like annoyed of. One other thing that OG also did better was that the game didn't feel as slow and it felt fairly well paced, and I would like to blame that on the size of the map. The size of the map is a lot bigger now than it was back then, and 100 players now feel like a good 50, and especially now that there's bots like hoarding most of the lobbies, you would find just bot warfare in the middle of a random POI, and then that'd be like 20 players or 10 players dead right there, and it's just not fun, and it feels like you're always on a scavenger hunt whenever you're playing Battle Royale now. Another thing that made old Fortnite so much more better than current Fortnite is the live events. I feel like most of the community really liked the story of the game, and it brought a new element that no other game could capture like Fortnite could. It made people keep guessing, and the story also kept you guessing on what changes they would bring to the map. It would leave you guessing on what they would do with the story and what would they bring. Like in season 6, once that event ended, you were like, oh man, I wonder what's gonna happen next. And then you see a white cloud in the distance, which would have brought the snow at the end of the day. The story is really important, and that's something that current Fortnite doesn't have. It has it, but it's a bit messy. It isn't coherent like it is now. Another thing that old Fortnite was better at was the community. The community was a lot more happy and they didn't complain that much, unlike now where almost anything Fortnite does, there's something to complain about, and it really brings the overall mood of the game down. So that's something that old Fortnite just has done better, or is better. I don't think we could change it now, but it's just something that you could look at in the past and be like, oh, I missed that. Well, that's enough talking about why OG Fortnite is good. Now let's talk about why current Fortnite is good. First of all, the movement is so much more better now than it was back then. You could sprint, you could mantle, you could slide. I mean, there was a point where you could wall jump and all that stuff, but that was just a little bit extra and very unnecessary. But this, like these quality of life updates to movement, it made it feel so much more better. And I don't think anybody wants to revert back to that type of old movement. Maybe when people are talking about, oh, revert back to the old movement, I think they mean the old animations of chapter 4, but still keep sprinting and sliding. Another thing is that the guns are well balanced. Usually, I mean, okay, they're balanced now at least. I know they sometimes aren't balanced on release, but that's probably because they would rather have a strong weapon at first than a weak one, something that nobody would pick up. So I guess it's just a win-lose scenario. If it's strong, it's strong. If it's not, it's not. But usually they keep it pretty well balanced. The Fortnite seasonal events are also so much more better than they were, and they step it up each year. We thought Fortnitemares of last year was good, and then they stepped it up and made this year even better. I honestly was mind blown about like the collabs they were able to bring this Fortnitemares, unlike the last Fortnitemares, and the items they brought. It was just, it's cool. It was amazing, and hopefully they step it up in Winterfest. That's what it's called. Another thing that current Fortnite has going for it and that makes it better is because of the different options you have now with all the new modes like Zero Build or OG or Reload or Festival or Lego. Like if you want a mode without building because you're not good at it, then there's Zero Build. Do you want to relive the past? Well, then there's OG. Well, I mean, there's a couple of problems with it, but we will touch on that in a different video. Anyways, if you want a faster paced VR experience, then you have Reload. That's what current Fortnite has, and it's good for the game, unlike old Fortnite where there weren't many options. Another thing that current Fortnite has going for it is that it gets constant updates to each of the new modes. So if you're tired of regular VR, boom, Reload has a new map. Or sometimes even a loophole change. But if you're tired of Reload, then boom, VR has got an update. Or if you're just tired of both modes, then hop into OG because a new season has come out, or a mid-season update has come out with new guns like the Purple Pump and Gold Pump. Another reason why current Fortnite can be good is because of bot. And even though I said it's a downside to have bots in your lobbies, it can also be an upside to most people. Most people who start up the game don't want to be losing for a week straight, or they don't want to not have the chance to even try to learn the game since they get killed right as they spawn. So bots can help them learn and help them practice so they could get better. Now, current Fortnite has just launched a Simpson mini season, and it's got tons of Easter eggs and has a bunch of new guns planned. And we could even imagine a whole Simpson theme map back in old Fortnite, so that's a plus that current Fortnite has going for it. So which version of Fortnite is better, current Fortnite or OG Fortnite? Well, I think they both have their perks. OG Fortnite felt magical and it's honestly nostalgic. It had a lot going for it and I honestly miss it. But current Fortnite, it's almost as good. They just need to fix a couple of things and maybe get some ideas of OG Fortnite or old Fortnite, like the storyline. That's something that everyone wants and miss from old Fortnite. So if maybe they could just replicate the same magic that OG Fortnite has into current Fortnite, then current Fortnite could be just as good or even better than old Fortnite. But what do you think? If you had one version of Fortnite to play, would it be OG Fortnite or current Fortnite? Which one would you want to play for the rest of your life, I guess? Leave a comment down below. I'll be posting consistently. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time.